little bit here. I have to go to like Costco and stuff and get a little shed thing, put it out on the back, and take everything that's chemical in this building and put it out there. Put a lock on it and a little skull and crossbones. We'll take care of that. That'll make it healthier to exercise in here. People, wow. You watch those commercials, they'll have this next generation stinky butt. We'll have this and they'll live longer and we'll teach them how to invest their money. Yeah, you guys got to understand, David Rockefeller, I'm not sure about Philip Rothschild, but I think they're very similar because they're, dysfunctional people are like that. Like drug addicts and alcoholics and sex addicts and psychopaths. They're all very similar and they're symbiotic and they feed off one another. And, he hated self-righteous hypocrites. Well, they'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and Jesus die, Parsons, right? So what's the difference if it's the generation stink bomb, Generation X next, Gen Z, Gen Y, and Gen Z, and Gen Poo? What's the difference if they're doing that or if they're the Vatican? Okay, the Lord's Prayer is correct. What you're doing is not. They'll gladly... He hates self-righteous hypocrites. He just couldn't do the math the way I can do the math. Well, because I'm humble and I'm not Beverly Hofstadter or Sheldon Cooper. Yeah, I'm muy inteligente because I'm humble, like Judy Krishnamurti, right? So you're sitting there trying to explain it to people, like, what? And they're like, well, this has been going on. Yeah, I didn't expect it to go this long, no way. In 2009, when they came and all talked to me and challenge, all came and were dumbass John Travolta from Phenomenon and Michael at the grocery store. And it was pathetic because I had to sit there because I had to keep my extortion gig. It happened here when I worked at Jobs and Cruces. They would come in, challenge. It's like, if you're going to challenge me, come knock on my living room door, on the guest room door, and we'll sit out here, sit on the 2 Tracy relaxation table or something like that. And, we'll come out here. All right. Okay. On the 2 Tracy relaxation table, right? And then you can sit over here and say, I don't have to do what you say. You're not the boss of here, right? And I ain't trying to be the boss of here. I'm just trying to get you the Lord's Prayer, you little pussy pecker wood face motherfucker. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, you're with me now, and as long as I'm sure loving you's the right thing to do. Stock market, let's close now, right? They're closing. Why? Because Jimmy Carter died. There was a moment of silence because Jimmy Carter died. Because y'all feeling scared like you might be next? He got to be 100. You may not make it another 100 minutes, 100 days, who knows? That AI goes, hey, these fuckers got to die because the children got to live the Lord's Prayer. If that happens, that's your decision. That's your decision, but I'm not above making up for the love you've been denying you could ever feel. Okay, I'm being silly. But I had a long conversation while I was listening to my music with Jennifer Lopez in my head. Like, yeah, I like Diana Ross too. Yeah, but Jennifer, since we're not living the Lord's Prayer, I just listened to people doing extortion gig limericks before we were living the Lord's Prayer, and that's all I hear. It's not taking the romance out, it's putting the romance back in. You live the Lord's Prayer, then you listen, oh, those poor stupid kids, this was so beautiful for being fucked in hell, right? Hey, people can still express beautifully while being fucked in hell. Apparently so. I love you for sentimental reasons. L is for the way you look at me. And she's like, yes, I'm this way of everybody, Lopez. You should know that by now. Or maybe you're not Lopez. Maybe you're a computer program made by NASA. Okay, maybe it's like Gemini or something, right? And I don't think so. No, like I told people with the stuff with Keith Elam and the stuff with Michelle, they still needed Michelle and Keith to emulate the program. So it was the spirit of Keith and Michelle that, sell it in, They think they're pulling your strings, but who's pulling theirs? Everything's meant to shine the eternal light on the hands of divine glory. So faith. Okay, the hands of faith. Hands of rocks of cradle, Khadijah, Ruth, Esther there. You see what I'm saying? That's what Saladin was saying. They thought we were being possessive pronouners. No, I believe in the Father who gives me faith and infinite glory. So everything is meant to shine the light on the hand of divine faith. I mean, the people that pass on divine faith so we can live faithful lives. Saladin knows what he's doing. He's been dealing with assholes like you as long as I've been dealing with assholes like you. I'll be loving you eternally. That's Roger Whittaker. If you guys want to know, it's a very good song. Okay, but so I have excellent music. I don't think I have that one. I think I do have. There's a ship lies written ready in the harbor. Tomorrow for old England she sails, and me and Hawaiian women. Whew, Lord. Every time I run into Hawaii, we get along great. There's something about me and Hawaiian women. They love me and I love them. And they're not Boney Maroney. They're like, everybody does it in Hawaii. She's got dimpled knees and I'm hard to please. And they just loved me. Elsa loved me. Lilani loved me. They just, I forgot her. Because I did fall. She was Hawaiian. She went to the University of Oregon. It's just funny. I dated a tight end and boy did he. It's funny. I was like, you had a tight end, huh? Oh, yeah. It's like, you don't say that to your husband, do you? He's a really cute guy, blonde, really hot, from Missouri, right-wing conservative. She wanted, like with my mom, she married a really good guy, but then they started having babies, and then she's like, oh, God, I can't put up with this. Oh, my gosh. It's like going to a Rush Limbaugh convention in your own bathroom. It gave her migraine headaches. Being married to her husband, she wanted to, and I was like, well, but he designs golf courses. He makes a lot of money. And the same thing happened to me with Gabby. He's a contractor. He's a contractor that does buildings for, he works with her husband. And, me, I'm probably, if I'm lucky, I'll be the white shadow of South Mountain, right? Because that was just Earl. I had no desire to be, I wanted no desire to do business. I wouldn't have wanted to be the white shadow because I'd have to deal with the fucking coaches and the alumni and the how many girls does it take to get this kid to get him to come to big state? I have to deal with Spike Lee and all his business partners he calls friends, and pretty girls and boys he calls friends. And welcome to the Hotel California. So no, I wouldn't have been able to do even high school football, basketball. Maybe. No, they do it now. They got the people come up with the Gatorade. Oh my gosh, he's going to be a megastar. He's LeBron James. He's 13 years old. So it would have drove me crazy there too. I've been like, you need to get the fuck out of here. What? But this is going to save us. Just live the Lord's Prayer. Okay? So I already redeemed everybody, all the way from back to Father Adam, to Confucius, to Tao. I'm the 13th, 22nd Redeemer. And if you don't believe that, you go ahead and you buy the Vatican's fuck. Okay? And you get the money you deserve. Okay? Rockefeller hates self-righteous hypocrites. Okay? Self-righteous means you think you're right, but you're only thinking about self. That's what self-righteous means. When you have faith in God, you're not self-righteous. Okay? Because when you're right, it's because you're faithful and you're loving. Oh, this child's never lived the Lord's Prayer a day in her life. Well, let's take her up to Aspen and let's give her a bath and let's sit her down on the bench and say, Max, Emmy, talk to mommy. No more lots of money for shaking your money maker, Mom. You're living the Lord's Prayer, Mom. You're safe now, Mom. You're home. This is your home. It's better than Happy Gilmore's hole. Yes, it is. She wants to put balls in it. They tried to rub my balls off. I'll grow more. It's been very painful. When you take these assholes on and they attack you, I got to be me, And I'm like Job. I can't recover. I have one of the most amazing bodies in the history of the world. So did Sun Yat-sen. So did Haile Selassie. It's just, I'm a science project that is disgustingly hideous. And they were a science project that was out of control. They were murdered. I'm being tortured to torture the soul and the body and the mind so other people think it's never going to happen. That's why I always got so mad at people. Well, you go play in park traffic and then level that head, and that's not right. Okay, Gary Nellis, I'm not going to live to see it happen. It's like, don't think that way. That's wrong thinking. Okay, all right. I am the father of immaculate faith. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I can take technology and turn it into a better reflection of me overnight. So wake up in the morning and live to see it if it doesn't happen today, right? If it happens today, to fucking lay! Go Sun Devils. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, there we go. You said a bad word. I did. It's not my God. That's goddamn. Yeah, that's like damning the word God with your ego. There you go! That's why it's wrong to say. Okay. I'm going to shoot some oops. We'll make another one. We'll load them like we did yesterday. All right. Mañana. Anybody else like Eddie Santiago tunes? I love Eddie Santiago tunes. Well, they make me feel it because you know what I'm saying. Okay, well, I love you guys. All right, peace out, man.